For the Kpsea, today I'm going to look at the mathematics 2023 examination. This is a paper that was done by our pupils. So parents, let us seal on board as we discuss this paper. Feel free to write any question, and you can also subscribe to my channel for more updates on such. So I wish to start. I'm still you can, in the meantime, you can go through the instruction papers. Let me put it in this order so that at least you can see the instructions of the papers. So these students were instructed. These ones are very key instructions to the pupils before they sit for the examination paper. Don't just take a paper and start direct. So you're told that instruction to candidates. So make sure that the examination has got the real, you are doing the same year. You might sometimes, I've seen some cases where people are doing exam papers that are not of that year. So just tell your student, your pupil, to always check the year. So you are told, first of all, you have been given this question paper and a separate answer sheet. So the question paper contains 30 questions. So you have to ascertain that the paper has got 30 questions. So you have to answer all the questions. Then after that, you are going to the second part. You are told, do not answer, you do not do any necessary rough work in this question paper. Then you are told, when you have chosen your answer, mark it on the answer sheet. So this tries to explain to the student that this paper here is not the one that is going to be marked. There's a certain small booklet that a student has to mark, and I'll be showing you down here. Now, how to use the answer sheet? You have to write your name, but nowadays it comes when all this has been written. So what you have to do is just to confirm that the answer sheet that you have been provided with has the following. So your function is just to confirm, not write. So don't write again your name. Next, do not make any mark outside the box. So this one is how the box looks like. You can see this is how the boxes looks like, just a small glance on how it is supposed to be. So the mark should be touching across, so it should not pass like this, or do not shade using this. Yeah, so it's just one straight line, or don't do things like this. These ones are very wrong. So the right one, it is this part. So after knowing all this instruction, I now wish to start the question paper. I hope we can, all of you, if you have any question, please write it down on the comment section. Now, the question number one, and the parents, I really encourage, make sure that you are guiding your student, your pupil on this, and if in case they have any question, don't feel shy to reach me. We are told on the first question that lorries delivered a certain number here. So you have to know how to read this number, bags of maize to a refugee camp. What is the number of bags of maize in words? So they want us to write this number, the number 84072, in words. So if you have watched my previous lessons, I've been teaching students on how to write in words. So how the method that I like, you can use the LCM method, and there are also many methods that maybe you have been taught in school. But on today, let me just repeat that method again. Let me repeat the method. you are going to group your numbers into 3, 3. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, you group them. Even if this number has not reached 3, just group it into another table. So this one here has no name, and the second one, we call it 1000. Therefore, it means I have to read what is in the box, then complete the last part, the word 1000, before I go to the next board. So if I want to read this word, I will say 84,000. 84,000. So to my choices, I first have to look at 84,000. So we have 80,000. So this automatically out. 84,000, it is in. 84,000, correct. 84,000 in. This is how we eliminate answers. Then we can proceed to look at how we can look at the next table. Which number are you seeing here? Just ignoring the 0. So if I ignore the 0, the number I have, it is 72. So it is 72. So what I expect from 84,000, it is 72. So 72, nothing else added. Remember, this box has no name. So we have 700, makes this one wrong. 72, right. Then 700, wrong. Therefore, the right answer for that question is C. Then we can proceed now to question number 2. I hope that that is well understood. Question 2, you are told that in an hospital, we have a number here. So let us see if we have just grasped the concept that I have taught on top. We are going to group this into 3. How do we read this? Remember, this table, it is 1000. Therefore, it becomes 436,000. 436,000. Then 587. So let us look at that question. That in a hospital, this number, children were vaccinated against polio in a certain year. What is the total value of digit 6? What is the total value of digit 6? That is the question. So how do we find total value of numbers? To find total values, we look at the number itself, then write the number, the other ones to be replaced by zeros. So that is how we write total values of numbers. So my right answer that represents this is B. Then we can proceed now to question 3. We can proceed to question 3. If you have any question, I can give you a chance to ask before I proceed to the next question. Any question? I hope now we can have a clear view of the question. Thank you very much for the people asking questions. I will now proceed to question 3. We're told that a tree nursery has this number. So we have known how to read the numbers. So this number, it is 368,593 seedlings. Customer bought this number of seedlings. This is 27,364 tree seedlings in a day. How many tree seedlings remained? So how do we find remainders of, for example, I have 10 shillings and I have just used, or I've given out 8 shillings. What is the remainder? Remainder means subtraction. Therefore, I'm supposed to subtract the number on top, the bigger number, and the number at the bottom. So how to solve that? Let us write the number down. We have, remember, this is our working space. So we have 36,8,593. Then I subtract, start writing the numbers and the ones so that we can fill our number well. This one here, the examiner just wanted to know if you know how to arrange numbers and how to subtract the numbers. So we are going to subtract 5 from 4, which is impossible. Therefore, you borrow 1 from 9. It remains 8. You put there to be 13. Therefore, you're going to take 13 minus 4, which is 9. Then 8 minus 6, that is 2. 5 minus 3, that is 2. Minus 7, it is 1. 6 minus 2, we have 4. And 3, because there's nothing here. Therefore, the number here, it is 341. Be very keen when choosing. You can look at the choices. Some choice C and B are almost alike. So be very keen. So we have this one here, the 2, 2. So the right answer there, it is B. Then let us proceed on to the next question. We are told that a milk processing factory produced this number, which is 19,468 packets of milk. To how many packets of milk to the nearest thousands were produced? So here we're talking about rounding off. Rounding off of numbers. That is what is being asked. So how do we round off a number? I have been showing you on how to use the rounding off scale that runs from 0 to 9, having a line separating them there. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we said that any number that falls on this side, it's a free number. You don't have to change anything. But any number that falls on this, you have to add 1. So to the nearest thousands, place value ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Therefore, we are going to look at the number just next to it, and this number falls in this range. So we said that if it falls on this range, don't add anything. So we are going to rewrite the number the way it appears, 19. Then the rest are represented by zeros from the number underlined as 1,000. Therefore, our answer, it is 19,000. You come to your choices. Be very keen when marking choice D. But remember, we have said that this is not the exact booklet. So we have the other one that we are going to shade on. This is just helping you so that time for transfer, you have no problem. Any question? Meanwhile, I'll be waiting. If there is no question, we can proceed. We can proceed. Let me just bring my paper in this order so that we can, if maybe you are taking a screenshot, you can do it well for the question number 1 to question number 4. You can just discuss that and go through it as I watch this thing. Now let us proceed to the next question, which is question number 5. You will allow me to just do a little bit of a setup here. We can now look at question 5. We can look at question 5. Now question 5, I hope that is more clear. If you wish to overview the camera, I can still do the adjustments for the people who are saying they cannot see well. Just a minute, let me adjust the camera in a position that all of us are going to benefit. I hope that is okay. Now we can proceed. I hope the question is now much clearer. Now we can proceed. Look at question 5. Now question 5, we have a certain pattern here that might be very because it is not a constant pattern. So let us see on how we are going to approach it. We have the number. We have the number 8. We have 8, 24, 72, and 216. These ones are very large gaps. So if I try to use the normal method that ranges, let us see the range. From 24 to 8, it is 16. And from 72, you subtract the 2 to get 48. Then 216, you subtract 72. You have 144. So it's a very big gap. A very, very big gap. Unless you only can identify here what is happening. But this is the trickiest part. And this is how the idea goes. Now in this question, if you take the number on top here, multiply it by 2, you'll get the number at the bottom. Same to this case. 24 times 2, you get 48. 72 times 2, you'll get 144. Therefore, this number here, to get the next difference, it is multiplying, first of all, 116 times 2. You write 12, you carry 1, 2, 3, then you have 4. So 4 is what is supposed to be added to this. So 216, if you add on that, you will have 8, 4, 6. And that is how we find the next pattern. Next pattern there, it is D for 468. So let us look at question 6. In question 6, you are told to work out. This one is a body mass question. It is a body mass question. So here they are testing your knowledge in body mass. If you are able to understand the rules of body mass. So what is body mass in general? Body mass stands for bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Therefore, we don't have any bracket. In our equation here. And same to off, we don't have. But we have division. Therefore, we are going first to divide this part. Therefore, 24 divided by 3, that is easy, you just get 8. So we write 8 plus the value 9 times 6 minus 4. Then we go, after division, we have now to solve the multiplication we have here. These are common math that you are just supposed to know at your fingertips. So 9 times 6, this is 54, minus 4. So we go first to the addition. So we are going to add 54 plus 8. That is 62. So we have 62 minus 4. And the right answer there, it is 58. So that is how the question is supposed to be done. We are now going to look at question 7. Question 7, you are told that Musa spent 2/5 of his salary on food. This is fractions. He also spent 1/4 of the salary on rent. What is the total fraction of the salary that Musa spent on food and rent? So what is the meaning of total? To total means addition. Therefore, you're going to add 2/5 plus 1/4. So here we did this on our previous lesson for the Kpsea, for the Kpsea paper, the year 2024. Find the LCM, multiply 5 and 4, which is 20. So 5 goes into 20 4 times. So you're going to multiply that 4 here. 4 goes into 25 times. So you're going to multiply 5 there. So that we have 8 plus 5. No, sorry for that. 1 times 5, it is 1. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times. So 5 plus 8, we have 13/20. Therefore, the total fraction that was used, it is 13/20. So how we do it? We are now going to the next question, that is question 8. Question 8. So in question 8, we also have another fraction here. So we have 9/5/6 minus 1/3. We call it one whole number and a third. Therefore, you're going to convert, this one is called a mixed fraction. So you're going to convert it into an improper fraction. An improper fraction is a fraction that has got the numerator bigger than the denominator, the number on top bigger than the number at the bottom. So we have 6 times 9 is 54. 54 plus 5, that is 59/6. Then minus 3 times 1, that is 3, plus 1, we have 4/3. Here find the LCM. The LCM of 6 and 3, it is 6. So 6 goes here 1 time, so I'm going to multiply here by 1. This one goes here 2 times, so you multiply here by 2. So we will have 59 minus 8. This one gives me 51 over 6. Then you're going to divide 51 divided 6 8 times. Then you are left by 1 over 6. That is 3 over 6. That, so if you divide, you have like that. Let us just do it so that you can see it. So 6 goes here 8 times. So that 8 times 6, we have 48. And if you subtract, you are remaining with 3. Therefore, it is 8 whole number. Then 3 over 6, the 3 over 6. So 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 2 times. So we have the right answer there as B. So just to make sure that every time you attempt a fraction question, you simplify your answer to the simplest form. Let us look at question 9. Question 9. We are told that Wangeshi made a necklace using red and green beads. The red bead used 25%, while the rest were green. So which of the following decimal represent the green bead? So if the red are 25%, it means percent stands for 100. So the green are the rest, so it will be 100 minus 25. This is 75%. Right, which of the following decimal, they want us to convert a fraction, a percentage into a decimal, that is 75 over 100. So we will be dividing to cancel out the 2 zeros because 2 steps. So the right answer there, it is B. Yeah. Question 10. We are told that a tailor bought a fabric material. He used this decimal of fabric to make a pair of shorts. Another one here to make a shirt, and this one to make a dress. How much of the fabric were used to make both the dress and the shirt? So we are going for the dress. This one was for the short. We want the skirt, the shirt, and the dress. So the shirt, it is 0.287. And the dress, it is 0.45. Just make sure that you align them very well. So we have 7, 8 plus 5, 13. Therefore, 3, you carry 1. 4 plus 2 plus 1, you have 7, 0. Therefore, our answer there becomes choice D. Then we can look at now question 11. Question 11, you are told that the height of a water in a dam increased by 5 centimeters after it rained. What is the increase in the height of water in millimeters? So to convert centimeters to millimeters, you use the formula you are given by your teacher. Mine, I can maybe state to the students to use King Herod did mathematics during Christmas morning, or Kenya has dug many dams containing Maji. So we are going to represent the centimeter and the meters, just like 10, 10. Therefore, if I close the centimeter, I'm left with the 10 here. So it means that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So what about 5 centimeters, the one asked in the question? What about 5 centimeters? This one you multiply, and we have done more of cross multiplications. So it is 5 centimeter times 10 millimeters divided by 1 centimeter. The centimeter cancels centimeter, therefore 5 times 10, this is 50. So my right answer should be 50 millimeters. If you are taking a screenshot, I'll give you time to do that. Before we proceed on to the next question, number 12. If you like, watch time. We can now, I think you have taken enough features of that, so we can look at the next question. Question number 12. Question number 12, it reads as you have been given there a certain diagram. And in that diagram, you really have to analyze it very well before you start working it out. You are told to what is the perimeter of the shape? What is perimeter? Perimeter simply means a distance around a figure. So you're supposed to add everything that is there. Therefore, 15 plus 15, 10 and 10. Then you also add 8. So let us do that. 15 plus 15 for perimeter. 15 plus 15. This one will give me 30. Then 10, and I add another 10. This will give us 50. Then I add another 8. So this is 58 centimeters. Easy. If they would have asked of area, then it will be kind of a long process, but we still would have managed to solve it. Let us look at question 13. Question 13, we are told that a ribbon is 31 centimeters and 6 millimeters long. Rema cut 5 centimeters, 3 millimeters of the ribbon to make a flower. What length of the ribbon remains? So remainder, we have talked about that one. It means subtraction. So first, let us convert. Or I won't convert because we have already converted before. Just in the question number 11, we have converted centimeters to millimeters. So to save also on your time, remember time should balance. So 6 subtract 3, here we'll have 3 millimeters. So I go to my choices, all of them have 3 millimeters except this. So this choice is out. Then now here we have something to subtract. 1 cannot subtract 5. There we are going to borrow to remain with the 2. We bring that one here to have 11. Therefore 11 minus 5, we have 6. And we have 2 here. So it is 26. And the right answer there, it is A. That is kind of easy. We'll proceed a little bit faster. You can look at question 14. Another figure here, just representing almost similar to this figure, but they have just done a few adjustments, maybe by enlarging it and introducing things like height. So let us go to question 14. Question 14, you are told that the wall of a rabbit hutch is in shape of a rectangle and a triangle. So this is the rectangle and the other one is the triangle. Remember that this base is the same distance with this one. Therefore, here also it is 65 centimeters. And we're told to work out the area. So we have a rectangle. How do we find the area of a rectangle? Here we have length times width. While the other one, we have a triangle where we'll have to use the formula a half times the base times the height. We have the base and the height. If not given, we would have applied maybe more of the formulas like Pythagoras theorem. So let us look at that. To look at the area of the triangle, we'll say it is a half times the base, which is 65, and times the height, 24. Since I can divide 24 by 2, it is an even number. So here we'll have 12. So that I have 65 times 12. This is 10. You carry 1. 12 plus 1, 13. You just write 13. There's no number in front. Then 1 times 5, because I'm starting from this point, means my answer should begin from here. Then here I have 5. 1 times 6, it is 6. You add that to have 0, 8, 7 for the area of the triangle only. Then we can look at now the area of the rectangle, which is length times width. Therefore, I'm just going to multiply 74 times 65. So we have 5 times 4, 20, 0 you carry 2. 7 times 5, this will give me 35 plus 2, 37. No number in front, so just write everything. Then 6 times 4, this is 24. So I have 4, you carry 2. Then 7 times 6, this is 42. 42 plus the 2, here we have 44. So 44 there. Then add everything. 0, 7 plus 4, 11. You carry 1. 4 plus 3 plus 1, 8. Then we have 4. So the right answer, it was C. Question 15. We are halfway the paper. Doing very well. And also balancing the time. So Kimeto drinks 3.7 liters of water every day. How many milliliters of water does he drink? Back to our formula. Let us look at now the liters and the milliliters. You can still use our formula. Did mathematics, but now instead of mathematics, you can say drink liquor because we are talking about liters. Drink liters or liquor. King Herod drank liquors during Christmas morning. So we are replacing the M because of the milliliters with millimeters. We don't have things like milliliters, but this formula will just help us. So we are going to replace everywhere by 10, you can see. So from liters, you close the liters. Then now we are left with 3 zeros. It means that 1 liter is equals to 1,000 milliliter. That is how we convert. So you are asked what about 3.7 liters. So 3.7 liters that I'll multiply by 1,000 milliliter over 1 liter. The liters cancels the liter. Then this one goes in front one step to cancel 1 0. Then now I'm left with 37 and 2 zeros. Therefore, the right answer there, it is C. Now, a road construction, question 16. Company mixed sand and small stones. The mass of sand was 18 tons, 481 kilograms. The mass of small stones were 12 tons, 397 kilograms. What is the total mass? Total mass means addition. So let us add that one here. So we have 18, this is tons, this one is kilograms. Easy, easy. Account 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So if I add the next one, which is 12 on the tons, 394, the other we have 481. So let us add. Here we will have 5. 9 plus 8, 17, 7 you carry 1. 4 plus 3 plus 1, that is 8. Then 8 plus 2, 20, 10, 0 you carry 1. Then we have here 3. So this is 3875. So 3875. So just make sure that you don't mess up with the addition, because you see, if we just take 4 and 3, that is 7. That answer is also there in the choices, and it is very wrong. So be very keen before you choose the right answer. For the people who are taking screenshot, you can take that screenshot before we proceed to question 17. So let us look at now question 17. Question 17 goes as follows. You are told that a tea processing factory distributes its fertilizers to farmers using 4 lorries. Each lorry carries 24 tons, 235 kilograms of fertilizer. What was the total mass of the fertilizer? This is multiplication. So we have tons and kilogram. If one lorry is 24,235, then we have to multiply this by 4. You can also decide just to use addition by adding it 4 times. Still no problem. 5 times 4, 20, 0 you carry 2. 4 times 3, 12. 12 plus 2, 14. 4 you carry 1. Then 4 times 2, we have 8. 8 plus 1, it is 9. Then on this side, 4 times 4, 16. 6, I carry 1. Then 4 times 2, it is 8. 8 plus 1, 9. Therefore, it is 96 tons, 940 kilograms. Come to your choices. Look at the right one and mark it as the right answer is A. So we can proceed to our next question, question number 18. Question 18, you're told that a flour company exported a very big number there. We group them into, so the first group we have no name, thousands, then million. Therefore, this is 4,850,000 kilograms of fresh flours. So these flours, how many tons of flour did the company export? So to convert tons into kilograms, just divide by 1,000. So we have 4,850, 1, 2, 3, divide by 1,000, because 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms. So this 0 cancels, this 0 cancel, 0 cancel, that one. So we have this number here, 4,580. Be very keen when marking. So the right answer there is C. Now question 19. You're told that Wambua Wambua represented his school in a music festival. He began his performance in the afternoon at the time shown on the clock face. So this is the time. So we start with the smaller one. The smaller one is in between 2 and 3. There it means that it is still at 2. And remember, it is afternoon. Afternoon we go with PM. So any answer with the AM should be cancelled out. So this is 2. So the answer that has no 2 at the first should be cancelled out. Then we now have a number here. So we start counting right the way from 1. This will say in minutes: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Therefore, the right answer there was C, having 35 PM. Then now we can look at the next question. That is question 19. Now in question 19, we have a table showing some time for the arrival and departure. Therefore, that means that they are going to test on maybe distance, time, what they're asking. So let us see. A tourist arrived from Manga. From means the tourist has just come from Manga. The tourist has just come from Manga. And if a tourist is from Manga, Manga is here, so he has departed, not arrived, departed. To Pate using a train. To Pate using a train. So automatically, if I'm going to Pate, I'm going to arrive. How long does the journey take? The time taken. So time taken for a journey is equals to departure to arrival minus the departure. So this person arrived at 11:54 but departed at 6:15. So this one you can just subtract direct because all of them are in AM. So here we have, you borrow 1 from 5 to make this 4. Therefore we have 14. This is 9. And 4, you subtract 1. This is 3. Then 11, you subtract 6. It is 5. Therefore it took 5 hours and 39 minutes. And the right answer there, and the choices, it is A. Then now we can proceed on to our next question. Our next question, it is in question 21. 21, we are told that Ndemo assisted his father to sell clothes in their shop. He sold a dress at this amount, 1,675. He made a profit of 390 after selling the dress. What was the buying price of the dress? A formula there, it is very crucial, that profit is equals to the selling price minus the buying price. But because they want the buying price, we'll say that buying price is equals to the selling price minus the profit. So the selling price was 1,675. Then we subtract 390. So we have 5 here. You are going to borrow 1 to remain with 5. Then we have 17. Therefore 17 minus 9, this is 8. And here we have 2 and 1. Therefore the original price was 1,285. And the answer there, it is D. Yeah. So if we can look at the next question 22, you are told that the area of a rectangular piece, of paper is 72 centimeter square. Now the length of the paper is 9 centimeter. What is the width of the paper in millimeters? So let us try to have a drawing, a structure of that paper. It is a rectangle. So the length it is 9, but we don't have the width. And we know that area is equals to length times width. So this means that if the area is 72 and the length is 9, I don't have the width. So you divide by 9 because it's a multiplication. Therefore 72 divided by 9, there I will have 8. Therefore the width is 8. But this my answer is in centimeter, and it should be converted to millimeters. We have done that using a formula. King Herod, Kenya has dug many dams containing magic. King Herod did mathematics during Christmas morning. Any formula that is flexible for you. So we have the centimeter and the meters. So we write 10. Close the centimeter to have 10. Therefore, it means that 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeters. What about 8 centimeter? Cross multiply, that is 8 centimeters times 10 centimeters divided 1 centimeter. The centimeter, this one is millimeters. The centimeters cancel centimeters. Therefore, we have 10 times 8, which is 80. Therefore, the dimensions in millimeters, it is 80, and the right answer there, it is C. So you can have a screenshot view of that for the people who are into it and writing answers. It's advisable that after I've guided you with this paper, go print the same paper, try sit down with it, solve it, not looking at the answers. Come back later when you want to mark. Then just check if you are right, and areas that you feel that you have not gotten right, you can revise it further. So we can proceed with our next question. We have a figure there, and this figure they are talking about Omondi. So Omondi drew accurately the triangle shown in a piece of a triangle on a piece of a paper. Measure the length LM. So if you want to know what they talk about, look at the angle in the middle. So the angle M is what they're asking us. The angle M using a protractor. This is what we call a protractor. I just have a sample one here, a small one. This one is a protractor. There are many, some are filled in the middle. So I just want to show you how to measure angle. Mine might not be that much accurate because the paper is a printed one. So it is not the accurate paper from the Knec site, but it is the real question. So let us look how you put protractor. You are going to place your protractor at point M. Make sure that the line here is straight, and also the point at the middle here touches the 90 degrees. Then from that, now you can read from 0. So we are going to start here with the one that is reading 0. not 180. This one is called the outer meniscus. This one is called the inner meniscus. So we're going to use the outer meniscus. So the outer meniscus, we are going to read, it is 0 going all the way to a certain number here, 40. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40. So the answer, it is 40 degrees. That is how we measure angles. What if they would have asked angle L? To ask angle L, they can say maybe point L, M, L, N, or N, L, M, provided that L is the one in the middle. That is how you'll measure angle L. So how you'll measure angle L, you'll put your protractor this way. You can even adjust, still no problem. So to adjust, you just put there, then you elongate. Make the line longer so that you can see it well. So if I place it this way, then I read now from the 0 mark. The 0 mark takes me all the way to 80. So this one here, it is 80 degrees. No need of measuring this. You can still measure, no problem. So if you are to measure, just place it this way. Place it on that order. Then read. And if I read it through the inner meniscus, you find it's running at around 60. So we have here 60 degrees. So what they just wanted to know if you know how to place the protractor at the right place. So the right one that they wanted was for M, because the M is the one in the center, and the right answer there, it is 40. How will they ask point N? They can say point N, it is M, N, L, or L, N, M. But they like following the alphabet most of the time. So these are the ways they can ask that point. Let us proceed on to the next question, 24. We are almost winding up. We are almost winding up. We are almost winding up. So we can proceed to the next question, 24. And question 24, they are telling you that while picking letters are dust, in a school compound, Munya picked the following 3D object. So a 3D object is something like this. So they're telling you how many edges does the object have. So they're asking of how many edges are here. So let us know at some of the terms, just apart from answering the question, part of revision, we have names like faces, vertices, and edges. When answering a 3D question. So for a 3D question, faces are the bigger sides, the bigger ones, these sides here. So we have 1, 2, the one at the back 3, also this back 4, at the bottom 5, and at the top 6. So the faces are 6. The vertices comes from the word vertex. It means corners. Corners. So the corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 vertices. What about the edges? The edges are defined as the sharpest parts of the figure. So we have like the edge of a knife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have the edges are 12. So the question was asking of the edges. So the edges there, it is 12. The edges are 12. So make sure next time, maybe if they ask of those areas, you are good at answering them. So we can proceed on to the next question, which is question 25 on the paper. Question 25. On question 25, you are told that a carpenter joined 5 pieces of timber to make a window frame as shown. Which of the following pieces of timbers are parallel? What's the meaning of parallel? Parallel means they cannot meet. Cannot meet. Even if you adjust them, they can't meet in any way, in one way or the other. They can't meet. That is the meaning of parallel. So let us look at among these figures, which one is parallel to the other. So on the first part, so there we can use the choices R and P. So R is here and P is here. So if I try to take this one straight, because it's a little bit curved, and I take this one, they will meet at a point. So that is not the answer. M and N. M and N, they are meeting at a point. N and Q. N is here and Q is there. So these ones, even if I adjust how, they can never meet. And RQ, we have R and Q, they are automatically meeting at a point here. So N and Q are what we talk about as the ones that cannot meet. So we call them the parallel lines. Now on to question 26. We are told that a grade 6 learner harvested tomatoes from their agricultural project. The bar shows the amount of money received from Monday to Friday after selling the tomatoes. How much money did the learner receive on Wednesday? So you just come to Wednesday, look at where it is going. You can take a ruler, try to arrange it in that order. So it has not reached 2,000. Therefore, any answer with the 2,000 is cancelled out. Then it has passed 1,500. Therefore, any answer below that should also, so that is the right answer, remains at C. Now there are some stuff to use the choices. Don't stress yourself too much. Now we can look at next question 27. During a geometry lesson, learners were asked to describe the faces of a cylinder, pyramid, cube, and a cuboid. Which one was correct? So let us look at this figure. Cylinder. A cylinder looks like this. It's a cylinder. Then a pyramid looks like this. These ones are among the 3D objects. A pyramid. So this one is a cylinder. So we have a cube. A cube, it is this one is a cuboid because the sides are not the same. Then we have a cube. All the sides are the same and it's kind of smaller compared to a cuboid. So this is a cuboid and the other one is a cube. So after that, let us now answer the question looking at the properties of these figures. Choice A, you are told that the cylinder has a square face. A cylinder has no square face, so that is wrong. But B, a pyramid has a triangular face. A pyramid has a triangular face. We have some faces that are triangular, but we have another one here which is a square base or a rectangular base. Now a cuboid has a rectangular face. A cuboid has a rectangular face. A cube has a rectangular. No, because all of them are the same. It is a square face. Then a cuboid has a circular face. Look at those, how these ones were close. A cuboid has a circular face, so cuboid automatically is wrong. A cube has a rectangular face, it's wrong. So the pyramid has a triangle, we have triangular faces. So because we have different types of pyramid, maybe they're talking of something called the tetrahedron. So a tetrahedron pyramid looks like this, where all the sides and the figures are triangular in shape. So that is what they were talking about, a tetrahedron. Question 28, we can just wind up on this. We are finishing. That you are told that the table shows the number of patients who are treated for various diseases in a dispensary. Some information is missing in the table. So this is a tally table. They want to see if you are good at statistics. Just collecting of some data. How many patients were treated altogether? So we are going to count. We are not being told to draw. So to draw, for revision purposes, this is 8. Therefore, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the fifth one we use to close, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. There we have 4. The closed one is 5 plus 1, 6. So the total is 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. So 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 12, that is 22 plus 8, 30. Therefore, the total number, it is 30 altogether. Question 29. Question 29. You are told that Ngei had some oranges. So let's say that maybe let P represent the number of oranges Ngei originally had. So if Ngei has P oranges, he gave out 4. Gave out means subtracting 4. The remainder, he remained with more than 6. So these oranges, they are more than, they are greater than. So this side, they are greater than 6. The smaller side represent less. So these ones are greater than. So they want the inequality that represent this. This is how it should be written. Therefore, the right answer there was C. A final question on that. You're looking at our time. We have some, remember the paper, it is always 1 hour 20 minutes. So the last question, a self-help group shared some money among 50 members. Each woman in the group got this amount. Use X to represent the amount of money shared. So if I have X amount of money and I want to share, to divide it by 50 women, each of them is going to receive 8,500. So this one should be the equation. So the right answer there was D. So that is how you attempt all the 30 equations for the Kpsea mathematics. If you look at the time and I am discussing, I have used 1 hour 10 minutes. So this shows that this paper is well calculated with the time responsible for it to be done by the student. Therefore, if the paper takes 1 hour 20 minutes, I'm still left with some more minutes maybe to transfer my answers to the mark sheet. Remember, we have an assessment mark sheet that is supposed to be the answer sheet that is supposed to be marked. So you have some 10 minutes, which is extra enough for a student to go through one by one, one by one, one by one, as you mark the right answer slowly and sure. Thank you very much, and let us meet into our next live. God willing, be blessed. In case of any question, write it down on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, invite more friends, and always share. Welcome to BJJ Education, and thank you for entrusting us with your student. Till we meet again, adios muchachos. Peace.